Welcome, Virgo. This is your monthly love scope reading for September 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And thank you so much for all the support you give me each and every day. Truly. Now let's get to the cards because we start with the Ten of Pentacles. That's your yes card. So what you are hoping for when it comes to relationship can very well be. But there's also the Nine of Swords with this. So it can be if. Don't you love it when they do that to you? The Nine of Swords is your worry card. Okay, so this is definitely saying that you can have all the happiness, all the joy within a relationship, finding a new relationship, strengthening a relationship, if you allow yourself to just live in the moment, to not look for perfection, to not psychoanalyze every part of the relationship or every part of the person, to let your hair down, to not give in to worry, to not give in to concern. And there are certain times in our life, yes, when we really need to look at the worry and concern and what they're doing and what they're trying to tell us and whatnot. But I think that the true happiness can be found by overlooking some of the small stuff. So don't sweat the small stuff. You know, look at the big picture. My rule of thumb is if it's not going to matter in 5 years, it shouldn't matter at all today. Okay, and trust me, that deflects a lot of petty arguments and bickering and getting mad at each other and not even remembering what the argument was about when you started. So, and also if you are looking for a relationship, you know, don't sit there and go through your 100-point checklist of what they need and what they don't need. Experience the moment, experience the happiness and the joy. Later you can get to the list. The list will take care of itself, actually, for the most part. You'll have your own questions answered in due time. Just go with the flow, okay? Because we have the Ten of Pentacles here, and this is your yes card. This is saying that all the happiness, all the joy that you want is within your grasp. There's a lot of cards actually saying that this month for you. But I think you have to turn off your mind and just let your heart flow. Just let love flow. Just appreciate the moment that you're in. Don't look at perfection. Don't look at the negative parts of maybe what somebody else brings to the table or what you bring to the table for that matter. You know, half of it, most of it, I would say with the sun here, is loving yourself. Realizing that you are worthy of love, of the greatest love on the face of the planet. Love in your eyes of exactly what you want when it comes to love. I mean, that's really what this card, the first card says, is the perfect scenario that you see for love developing in your life can only start from within, on how you love yourself, on how you appreciate yourself, on how you find your own worth and value. That's what allows your light to radiate. That's what lets your energy shine. That's what brings in happiness and joy, passion and beauty, sensuality. We have the Six of Cups saying the exact same thing. I so often get with this card that it is loving the inner child. The things that make you happy, the things that make you sparkle, the things that make you jump for joy. Those are the things that need your attention this month, not the things that are negative, not the things that go wrong. So if there's any possible way that you can move those kind of energies to the back burner this month and concentrate on just letting your hair down and living in the moment and having fun and not worrying about the checklist of what needs to be in place and what shouldn't be in place and what needs to evolve and what needs to be changed, don't worry about any of that this month. Okay, there are energies when we really need to look at that strongly. This is not a month for looking at it strongly. In fact, we have the Page of Pentacles here. Okay, and you know, you're almost holding that pentacle like it is a crystal ball. I get that very strongly when I use this deck, that you are looking into the crystal ball. You are imagining your tomorrows. But there's this fog in the background, right? So it's maybe looking at the bigger picture rather than all the small little details that go into a relationship. It's having the courage to do that too, because that's sometimes a lot harder to do, just living in the moment and going with the flow, than it is to sit there and analyze, what does this mean and what does that mean, and should I be doing this and should I be saying that, and why did they say that to me, and why are they doing this today? That kind of gives us, the perception, the understanding. So sometimes it's very hard to detach yourself from all those thoughts and questions and just really be free in your love, in your expectation of happiness and joy. So I think it's a lot about getting in touch with your inner beauty, your your light, your love, your passion, your intimacy. And I think the more that you can touch base with just what a beautiful person you are, and realizing the beauty and the energy of who you are, just will bring that love in, whether or not you are looking for a new relationship or you are in a relationship, because the Ace of Cups here says that there could be a very new relationship passion coming into your life. This could also stand for, if you are in a relationship, that is going to take on um, a new sense within the relationship, that things are going to get stronger. It's going to be like meeting each other again for the very first time. Allowing passion, allowing love, and not getting hung up in all the mundane things that it takes in order to get through each and every day. And in a daily relationship and love, it's looking at the big picture and just loving the moment, and loving yourself, and loving them if there is a them to love. If not, then you're just raising your energy. The more you look at yourself and realize just what a beautiful, deserving person you are when it comes to a relationship, the more your energy is raised. I mean, we have the Two of Pentacles here. Now, the Two of Pentacles talks about an imbalance. Okay, now it's all good. Okay, this doesn't tell us that the imbalance is, well, I mean, the imbalance is warning us that we're kind of like out of balance here. And we need to pay attention to where so it might just be that we are putting too much emphasis on the mundane day-to-day things that make the relationships possible in our life. And we need to open up to those ships coming in on the horizon. We don't know what's in those ships, but the fact that there's ships coming in, there's pentacles in our hand, tells us that it's going to be something magical and beautiful. But if we're so worried about the bad things that might happen in our life, then yeah, we're going to see the rats in the bottom of that ship running around. We're not going to see the beautiful white sails and how it's breaking through the waves, and it's coming closer to us every moment. We're not going to see the passion and the beauty. We're going to see the ugly. And this month is not about the ugly. This month is about stepping into your passion, stepping into your dreams, stepping into your love. And it starts with loving you. The Nine of Swords, I really get this, worry, concern, going over this, they're not perfect because of this or that, or why did they say this? And maybe I should pull back a little bit, and don't worry so much about your reactions. Just stay in the moment. Love yourself. Honor yourself, okay? Because it doesn't matter what they say or what they do when you're honoring yourself, because you won't let somebody dishonor you when you are honoring yourself. It can't be. It can't come into being. So let's pick you an angel card here. So, if anything, just let your heart judge, okay? And the more that you are in tune with who you are, how special you are, how deserving you are, whether or not you're in a relationship, nobody can dishonor you if you are feeling that you are deserving, that you are beautiful. So don't worry about what they said and what they did and why they did this and, you know, what they bring to the table. And I mean, there are certain months and certain energies when we do look at those kind of things, and we look at them quite intently. This is not a month for it. This is a month of experiencing the beauty of you, letting your light shine, and letting love flow. Let's see if the angels agree with me now. The Two of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem, find compromises. So overanalyzing. I got the overanalyzing, that you could be overanalyzing the relationship, a person, a situation. And that's going to throw off really the whole vibration. Okay, look at those two, is it unicorns? Yes, look at those two unicorns coming together in a light. It's almost like that light is starting to, you know, it's attracting each other, and it combines into one complete light. But if we are over analyzing, that light can't come into being. It can't come any closer together because we're analyzing them. So we're being standoffish. We're trying to protect ourselves more than is needed right now. Okay, the only protection you need is to realize that you are deserving, that you are beautiful. So tap into the beauty of you, and that will just, it will disable, it will not allow for any kind of wrong energy to come near you. It just won't be allowed. You won't allow it. The universe won't allow it. God won't allow it. Your angels and spirit guides will protect you. Okay, so find compromises. Okay, if they say something or do something and you don't like it, then don't sit back and try and analyze it in your own private world. Have that conversation and say, okay, then we need to make a compromise because I want to just fall into the moment and love the moment. And what you did was wrong. So we need to find a compromise here, how it works together, rather than it just being your checklist alone. Find those compromises this month. Bend the rules a little bit this month. But allow love and joy and beauty to come into your life this month. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.